Paul Simon once wrote that architects may come and architects may go and never change your point of view. Of course, the same could be said of professionals in many fields. It's the pioneers in their fields who make a difference. They are the ones who are the true architects of progress in their professions, changing paradigms and perspectives by their sheer drive and dedication. Here in Wichita, in the field of banking, Marilyn Pauly is just such a game-changing pioneer. Her career has changed our point of view about bankers and the outsized role they can play in creating opportunities for growth in our community. Marilyn's lifelong roots in the Wichita area run no farther afield than Conway Springs in northwest Sumner County. The second born of Robert and Mildred Sywart's 9 children, Marilyn was a natural leader among her classmates and a tireless worker. Her gift for numbers was evident in her summer bookkeeping job at the local grain elevator.
I was 16 at the time, so barely able to work. I had to wear dresses to work, and I worked on registering the incoming grain, weighing it, even testing it, getting out with a big probe and going into the back of the truck to check the moisture content. It was just sort of a fun job, and I think they were looking for somebody with a farm background.
Our folks certainly modeled and taught us the lessons of hard work. And in that regard, I think Marilyn kind of got a double dose of that. She was always willing to do the work, not just talk about it, but actually jump in and do the work. And I think that hasn't changed even today.
While still a student pursuing her business administration degree at Wichita State, Marilyn began working part-time processing checks at what was then known as Fourth National Bank.
So I went down and begged them to hire me and went back 2 or 3 times to see what jobs they might have. And I think mostly out of just being persistent, they finally said, well, we have a job we think you can do.
Rising fast on the strength of her leadership skills, Marilyn became a branch manager within the first 7 years and a vice president within the first 10. In 1993, Marilyn Pauly was named president of the renamed Bank 4, an unprecedented accomplishment for a woman at a bank of that size. Distinguished nationally for her achievements, she was appointed to the National Glass Ceiling Commission by the United States Congress. But for Marilyn, a career in banking has always been about serving closer to home, where she and her husband Ken raised their daughter Alyssa. Active in leadership roles with a diverse range of community organizations, she has been especially devoted to serving Wichita's YMCAs, as well as her alma mater, Wichita State University.
You know what really makes her uncommon? Her heart is in doing right rather than just simply giving you an opinion. It's always about what's right for the community, what's right for the university, how do I help? And that really is uncommon. If more people were like Marilyn, we wouldn't really have the problems in society that we have today.
After a brief experiment with retirement from banking in 2000, Marilyn was called upon to serve as vice chairman for Commerce Bank.
Between, I think, her realizing the retirement wasn't for her and Commerce needing someone with her skill set, I think it was a good match. And I think we both kind of recognized it right away, and so we were excited to bring her on. What seems like yesterday, it was now 15 years ago.
From the point of view of the countless businesses whose growth she has helped to foster, Marilyn Pauly has made a difference in the success of those businesses and in the lives of the people they employ. And from the point of view of the women who are now rising into more executive roles in banks and businesses throughout our community, Marilyn Pauly has built a legacy that has immeasurably expanded their opportunities and their view of the future.